My name is Chad Townsell. I'm a first-class branch pilot, and I work for the Department of Marine and Ports as in the branch pilot service.
My name is Keith Battersby. I'm the pilot warden, and I work for the Department of Marine and Port Services.
The pilot's job is to bring the ships in safely from sea to whatever berth that they're assigned to, or to take them out. We also get on the ships and move them around Bermuda, such as the cruise ships that may go from St. George's to Dockyard.
Pilot service has a total of 2 pilot boats which are used and operated by pilot boat crew numbering 6 persons. They're usually 3 persons to a crew. One of the other areas that pilots get themselves involved in long periods on board ships is at the oil pier, the SO oil pier, and a pilot could spend up to 30 hours on board being detained because it's a regulation that a pilot must remain on board while that ship is discharging or taking on a cargo.
I love the independence. For my job, when I'm on a ship, I'm the only person there within the department. I'm given almost complete control. The master's looking at me for answers, and also the satisfaction of getting the ship to where it's going safely. Nobody wants to mess up a $40 million ship.
When we take an apprentice on, it's usually done after an interview process, and the successful candidates are brought into the department, and we do a familiarization of all the sections that come together to make piloting work. And so we usually send them on the ferries, we'll send them on the tugs and tenders, and we'll send them on the buoy tender and up here at Harbor Radio and at the station, so that they get to learn about the, you might say, the very sometimes boring part of the job, which is at station duty. And once all of that familiarization has taken place, and they look like these are going to be the people we use, we now will enroll them in a course similar to what our 2 apprentices are in now in the UK. While waiting for that, they also get the opportunity to ride ships with other pilots, so they can, kind of really get to see hands-on what it's all about.
In Scotland, I got my H&D in Nautical Science, and I also got a Level 3 Certificate of Competency, which is an international license which allows me to be a navigator on any size ship in the world. I was then employed by Great White Fleet Management Services as a navigator, and I worked for them on their container ships transporting bananas from Central and South America to the East Coast of the United States. I was 3rd officer at the time. The opportunity to become a trainee branch pilot came up. I had always wanted to do this job, and I grabbed the opportunity. A
demand for pilots depends on the need in the pilot service. The total complement of pilots is 10, including the pilot warden. And what we try to do is to look at when people are retiring and try to arrange the training so that when the training finishes, the pilot is licensed to step into the shoes of those that step out.
The pilot's job is not a 9-to-5 job. Piloting is done between the hours of sunrise and sunset. Occasionally we do operate outside of those times for emergencies. Say someone is sick or injured, needs to be discharged to the hospital, say a broken leg or stomach problems or something like that. We also take provisions to other ships and sometimes disembark deceased people. It's a 7-day-a-week operation. We work on rotation, so you do a job, a ship, or station duty. Your name goes to the back of the list and you start again. Piloting is done in all types of weather. If it's too rough, we'll go out and assess the situation. If it's too rough for us to get on board, we'll come back to the island and have the ship right offshore for a period of time.
Well, for any young person that is contemplating becoming a marine pilot, I would say come around to the pilot service, have a chat with the pilots, see what they do, find out what is involved in it, because it's an intensive program and it's going to take some time. And when you look at 3 years away from Army, it's some people that wouldn't be able to put up with that.
A word of advice for young people who want to be a Marine pilot would be to get yourself known, meet the pilots, come to the pilot station, even down to Ordnance Island to the standby station, meet the pilot boat crew. You can also sign up for the summer employment program, but you want to specifically ask for the pilot station.
The NTB is very supportive of what we do, and they support financially, and they also help to make sure that we're in the standards, reaching the standards that is the national standard that is required.
When I was 11 years old, I started with the Bermuda Sea Cadets. Our commander, Peter Simons, was the tug master of the tugboat Powerful. He used to take us out every once in a while, just to see what the tugs do, and if a ship was coming in, he would sneak us on board, or and I was totally fascinated with this tugboat because it was pretty much the biggest thing that I had ever been on. And it was then when I got on the tugboat that I realized that there was actually a Bermudian on the ship that we were going to assist. And from then, I knew I wanted to be up there.